Hey y'all see the title? Before I get started, who's been wearing Miranda's clothes? The Heart's Filthy Lesson, David Bowie from the Outside album, and that was on the soundtrack for the movie Seven. But the version that's on the album, the lyrics are the same, but the chorus is different. To everybody that ordered the Torque Gear hats, all the tracking numbers telling me that they've been delivered. If something's wrong, that's why I always email out the tracking numbers to the people that buy them. First, thank you. But if something's wrong, already got a couple of people. I know Prince already sent here. He said he like it. Color, man, the quality. I don't buy no cheap stuff. But anyway, just gotta say that anyway, because you gotta take care of your folks that buy stuff from you. Y'all know me, I rarely write things down, but I wrote this down because we're talking about, even though I done an extensive video about power production, power plants and whatnot. I even done one where Germany, well, I got all the info from Der Spiegel. And I remember when I had a subscription to Der Spiegel, but my German is getting so, ever since my daughter then got married and then moved away, because she was the only other German speaker here. So I'm struggling now with it. But anyway, where they was closing their coal-fired power plants like a mug. Now they freezing their ass off because it took all them brainiacs to realize that the wind don't blow all the damn time and the sun don't shine all the damn time. And the expense of batteries to store that power. And they talk about, I'm trying not to go off on the tangent, about human rights and all this other stuff. What do you think the components for those batteries come from? Where do you think the component, it comes from you may as well call it forced, I almost said the SLAVE word, forced labor in these mines and in Africa, one place, and a couple other places, because that's where the stuff, let's run it down, folks. Natural gas, this is for the United States. This is from the Department of Energy. This is the EIA of the United States. Natural gas, 43.1%. Nuclear, as W, and W can say nuclear. I don't know why he be clowning, because he could say, when he was Governor Bush, he could say nuclear. But when he became President Bush, his dialect changed. The way he talked changed when he became the president. Nuclear, Saddam Hussein. And all of us, we like, what happened to us that live in Texas, because we know who the freak he is. And we like, man, what the hell happened to his voice? Y'all think that's the way he talk. He don't. Coal was 16.2%. We had a nuclear power plant here in Texas. It's right up the road from a prison. People, what happened to the plant? What about the prisoners? I'm sorry. I guess you be in that prison, you be like, oh, hell no. Y'all hear that siren go, oh, hell no, get me out of here. Coal, 16.2%. Dirty, nasty coal. Look, man, coal is naturally look, man, it was put here for us to use. Then renewables, but they said renewables 21.4%, right? That's all you hear. Let's break down that 21.4%, what the EIA done it for us. Wind, 10.2. Hydro water power, power plants, water or steam. 5.7, geothermal, 0.4%, not even a half of 1%. Solar, look at all of these solar farms all over the place in the United States. They account for 3.9% of the power in the nation. Biomass is 1.1%. So when you add them all together, then you come up with 21.4. Okay, so natural gas, and then now I don't know why they don't have the hybrid plants, because you have coal-fired natural gas. You got plants where they were coal plants and they were converted. They were converted them to sorta to natural gas. So it's gas. It's just like when you lighten your grill and you shoot the fire on the coal, and they pump the air in, the this, that, and other. So you're using a combination of coal for retention and gas for continuity and whatnot to make the fire, to boil the water to make the steam to drive the engine. And a lot of people, steam engines. I said, dude, a lot of people don't know. Most of the clothing manufacturers around the world, go to the garment. If you in New York and you know somebody that lives or works in the garment district, hell, even if you don't know that, you in New York, you see all the steam coming out them little pipes when it's cold, not coal as in black coal, cold as in frio, okay? Versus caliente, which is hot. The steam coming out, because the garment district, that's still the clothing industry, the textile industry, a lot of stuff is still steam powered. Okay, Google steam powered facilities and you be, damn, I didn't know all that. Because you don't read, you listen to the bullshit that Fox and CNN and MSNBC and all those other ones tell you. Now some of them, take that back. Sometimes all of them tell a little bit of the truth. They will, sometimes. But they tell enough to push what the story that they trying to push. Like Ms. NBC, as E.T. Williams say, will probably just tell you renewables has overtaken coal power in the United States, but they won't give you that breakdown. They have you thinking that solar power is the way, and solar is only 3.9%. So did they lie to you? They technically, no. Technically, did they yellow journalism? Okay, did they flub it a little bit? Of course, because they won't give you the breakdown. So you just hear renewables, and you like, most people, I'm telling you, I'm willing to bet you right now, if you got somebody, the average person say, quick, tell me what's all elements that's considered renewable energy. They go. Most people probably gonna freeze. They probably gonna say wind and solar, and that's probably where they're gonna freeze. And they're gonna forget that they're not gonna know the other three. But when you say them, they probably go, yeah. So did they lie? Technically, no. They just didn't tell you the whole truth. Okay, but like I say, and I understand nuclear. Everybody, 3 Mile Island. Nobody died. Everybody keep forgetting that part. No one died during 3 Mile Island. And guess what? The plant wasn't at fault. The system worked as it was designed to. If you watch the movie, you think that, the plant is just trying to kill the entire East Coast. No, it was human error. the safety devices in the plant operated as they were supposed to, but when the human element that flawed got involved, and that's what caused the F up. Same thing with Chernobyl. They like, look, since this, look, if you design it, you test it, and it works, when it do its thing, let it do its thing. Because now you trying, it's like you're a quarterback and you thrown the ball done left the quarterback's hand. You know what I'm saying? You can't hey, quarterback, I know you let the ball go, but change it to go from that receiver to that receiver. It doesn't work that way. Dude, you should have said something before I threw the goddamn ball. TVC15. Uh-oh, my TVC15. Okay, forget it. Let's go. The energy is going to be a thing. Parties or political factions are going to fight over it. They're fighting over it because here's the thing. If you the governor of a coal producing state, you ain't trying to put your coal business out of business. It's not your business, but as the governor, you're the CEO for your state. You're the head, you're the boss of the state. So, you know, what's your state's cash cow? Now, some states have more cash cows than others. Some states have bigger cash cows, like Texas. You know, I'm going to say it. Oil. What's this? Watch, it's going to be Sly somebody. Nick, what are you doing? No, it ain't Sly. Well, the last message I got was from Sly, but no, this time it wasn't Sly. You're the governor. You're the CEO of the state. You know, California, okay, tech and this, that, and other. You know, Gavin banged your wife Newsom. You know, Nebraska, Iowa, corn, wheat, textiles, you know, stuff like that. Oklahoma, you know, you get what I'm saying. California, another produce. Florida, produce. Texas, we have produce and vegetables and cabbage and watermelons and cantaloupes and crude oil and natural gas and pine wood. I tell people pine, so go to East Texas. You can't go you can't go nowhere with that's why it's called the nickname the piney woods of East Texas. Same thing, Louisiana, timber. Mississippi, timber. Arkansas, timber. The Northwest, if they can get their ass off meth long enough and stop messing with stuff and carry their asses to work, timber. Cut trees, plant trees. Cut trees, plant trees. California planting but ain't cutting. That's why they burn their damn selves down every couple of damn years. People like, what do they got left to burn? They got plenty. What they ain't telling you is they still growing. They just ain't culling in the dead wood. But I done covered that. I ain't gonna get into that. You're the governor. You're the he or she, whatever, is the CEO of your state. They gotta sell what's good for their state. It's a market. We need people to buy what we got, what we produce, so we can purchase the stuff that we need to take care of my employees, that's your citizens. But like I say, because think of your governor as the CEO. He's the boss. He's the boss. And your state is a country. Whatever state y'all in, tell me what's the main output that you think that you know, for your state. I know Georgia, they say peaches, but I know Georgia make more than just damn peaches. But you know what I'm saying. What does your state produce? Okay, so to produce it, you have to market it and sell it. Now, some things you don't have to market. We don't have to market oil and natural gas. We don't, because the world needs it. The world needs it. People, if Texas wasn't part of the United States, if Texas was its own country, everybody, hell, the United States would be invading us. Hey, Texas, I heard you got oil. Perhaps we can assist you in extracting it from the ground. Yes. Don't do it. You're making a deal with the fucking devil. But no matter what, okay, but anyway, okay, you're a big meat purveyor state. Here we go again. I'm bragging again. Texas is the largest beef purveyor in the United States. Yeah, I know about Montana. Yeah, I know about what I do. And they're great. They're great. But figures don't lie, but liars do figure. All right. Idaho, potatoes. Nebraska, corn. Work with, Ohio, smelt and steel, where they used to Ohio still do have a few steel plants, metal plants, and aluminum forming. Yeah, so stuff like that. Indiana, I don't know. What the hell does Indiana make? I have no. Well, they used to have steel, and they used to make car parts for us, for Michigan, but that was then. Let's say Florida, same thing, produce. Alabama, I don't know. What the hell does Alabama make? Well, they got a little bit of timber. Well, you got the fishing. Fish, just like Louisiana, catfish. Texas, the Gulf Coast, the whole Gulf Coast is fish. East Coast, y'all got y'all Maine. Up there, what do y'all got? Is some oyster deal, crab, whatever the hell y'all. What is he talking about? Work with me. Wisconsin, what the cheese heads? Yeah, cheese. What do all these states need to do? All right, these CEOs need to move their product that they got to sell to the rest of the nation and the rest of the world, export, to get monies to fortify the state, roads, bridges, all this other stuff. That's one thing all of them share in common. These plants need electricity. The machines run on electricity. Well, we got hydraulic ran. Okay, and what runs that hydraulic pump? An electric motor. Stop playing with me. Or you got a diesel powered motor. You rarely see gas powered. Some farms, some of the smaller farms, like you go out East Texas, you see some farms they got an old 390 Ford V8 mounted to a damn bell pump. A bell pump. It don't ring like a bell. The back is shaped like a bell. They call it a bell pump. If you in the farming biz, you know what it is. And that engine will sit there, and that's for the bigger pumps. You may go over here and they got a damn slant 6 Chrysler thing been just sitting. But the stuff that they use these for, you got to have a little bit of torque. They don't run like at real high RPMs. They just, and they're torque band. And man, they open that valve and that water, and they hit that water draw, and you hear that engine bog down just a little bit. And just looking at, and there go that water going down them rows to run the crop, or they got the circle, but they got the motor over there and it's running the water, and they got, it's an intricate system, but it's simple. That engine runs on gas. This engine runs on diesel. He got this old Allison Chalmers engine over here running this pump, this lumber mill. They got this 2 diesel engines back here and back running the hydraulic, the trim and get the wood and this pop. So, well, we don't need that. Those are diesel engines. They run on diesel. That's hence the word diesel engines. Like I say, some of the real old places may still have an old gasoline engine, but most have converted over to diesel engines. And that's what runs all the stuff. Then the products that y'all produce, y'all got to get it out is normally going on a train, which runs on diesel. Well, it's a diesel, no, they're electric drive motors. A lot of people don't know that. The motors that drive the wheels of the train run off electricity, but it has a giant diesel engine in it that produces the electricity in the generator to power those electric motors that move that train. You on the Mississippi River or the Missouri River, stuff still going on barges. Them barges run on what? Trains run on diesel. Tractor trailers run on diesel. Most mass transport like that don't go on jets. It's too not cost effective. So all of y'all, you still need this stuff to do whatever it is your state does. The CEO of your state, like I said, if you the governor of West Virginia, you can't turn your back on the coal industry. Pennsylvania, you can't turn your back on coal. Do Ohio got coal? Michigan, my home state, even though I live there, salt. A lot of people don't know some of the largest salt mines in the world is in the state of Michigan. So Michigan do all kind of stuff. You need to get your exports out to get the money in. So you got to have energy and you got to have transportation. Because if you don't have energy and transportation, the stuff you growing don't mean, the stuff you make or grow don't mean shit if you can't get it out to the market. This is all a big giant web, folks. This is all a big, let them states talk to you about energy independence and cutting off this and cutting off that and get rid of this and get rid of that. You let the 18-wheeler start running stop running in the state of California and see how Gavin Bang Your Wife Newsom changes his tune. The Port of Los Angeles, one of the large, because we got ports here in Houston, in Texas, and one of them is the Port of Houston. You got Galveston, you got Corpus Christi, you got all them there. Port of Los Angeles, got that port in Compton, ports all over the place. Them container ships come in, they run on fuel oil. Some run on diesel. Most run on fuel oil, where it's a combination. I think it's, somebody correct me, I think the motor that gets the boat going is diesel powered, and then once it gets out to sea, it switches over to the fuel oil engine off the diesel. Fuel oil, I think it's cheaper, but it's dirtier, and you has more maintenance to the engine, but they got the people to maintain them. They're actually on the ship. So yeah, so everybody want to play clean. Let them talk about what this got to go, and we got to get more of that, and we got to get more of that. Don't let them bullshit you. The big three. Look, they can talk all they want. We don't have a replacement. There's no replacement for this. We're not capturing enough sunshine to run this damn country. Then, like I say, you don't have the battery capacity. And you do know after so many cycles of charging and discharging, the battery isn't no good. Think about the battery in your car. Think about the battery in your remote control. Think about your rechargeable batteries. They're not rechargeable from now to the end of time. They gotta get thrown away. Where they can be recycled, yes, some of the stuff, but you're not gonna capture it all. And it's going in a landfill. These wind turbines, them things are junk. Don't take my word for it. Look at them things are junk. But some places where get a lot of wind, hey, whatever. But then you got to maintain them. How much is that? They break down. You got a lifespan that them turbine blades never make it to the end of lifespan that they said it was. They don't. Like I said, don't take my word for it. Look it up. All them ones is talking crap about this energy and that energy, and we need to hurry and switch it, da 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 da. They're all businessmen. We call them governors, but they're businessmen. But they're supposed to be. They need to have income for your state because the people in your state has to eat. The people in your state, and be over this state, oh, I ain't worrying about that state. Tell you what, you let Nebraska and Iowa stop pumping out corn. Because corn, yeah, we eat it, but yeah, it goes for feed for animals. And yes, the starch is used for adhesives and all kind of other stuff. Paint, makeup. Oh, you let Abigail makeup can't get her damn mud pack for her face. Look, you let the potatoes and corn stop. We in trouble. You let the oil stop flowing out of Texas. We in trouble. I'm just saying, you let the coal stop flowing out of Virginia, West Virginia, Kentucky. Yeah, I know it's slowed down, but it's still Pennsylvania. We in trouble. They're CEOs, they're businessmen, and we're employees. That's just the way it go. Some states make more, some states make less, but all states make something. All states, man, shoot, well, we got mud bugs. I don't eat them. Crawfish, Louisiana. Man, you let them boys there over there will lose their freaking mind. Where they can keep the mud bugs, I'll eat the shrimp. Yeah, I know, shrimp, scavenger. I know all that. That's all good and fine. I'm eating them scrimps. I'm eating them scrimps. Them scrimps is good when you cook them right. Them big scrimps, too. I know it's shrimp. I'm being funny saying scrimp. Fish, the fishing industry, around nationwide, I'm quite sure that's multi-million, if not billions of dollars just in fish. Because over there, the East Coast, they got this fish. They get this. They go on out there. They got crabs. They got lobsters. They go out there, but down in the South, we got grouper, crappie, catfish, and shrimp. Texas, Louisiana. Mississippi, that's what we got. Then California, I'm quite sure they got whatever kind of fish they get out from there. You let the fishing industry come into a hiccup behind this. Or getting the product moved once they get it on shore and all cleaned and cut up and processed and going out to market, and it can't move because they ain't got this. Oh, what do you think them fishing boats run on? If you said batteries, and boats that ain't been wind powered for a long, ain't too many sailboats out here doing no mass fishing. That's just some dude goofing off on the weekend with his grandkids, which is cool. That is cool. But he ain't living off of that boat. He ain't dependent on the wind to blow that boat out for him to watch the tides and the weather patterns and all this other stuff, so he know when he need to launch that boat for the wind to get him out to where he got to drop his nets and everything, and then for the wind to shift to get his ass back in. Them days is gone. That shit been gone for well over 100 years. But think about it. That's the way they used to do it. Ain't that crazy? Damn. But hey, I'm done, y'all. Y'all be good, be safe. Tell me what you think. Don't let them bullshit you. Okay?